I'm pretty sure you knew that I would make this video about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince McMahon. At the age of 77, he has finally hung up his boots, as you can say. He's retired. And the way he has retired was less than deserving. He retired because of all the sexual allegations and sexual conduct and all the bullshit that people could conjure up. Well, the problem is he's a publicly traded company, so you can't escape this. So what could never break a man? The steroid allegation, the management issues, finally, sex. Poo-tang, a pussy. This is a problem with women. Now, I know what you'll say. Law, you're defending a sexual predator. Sexual predator. My dear, are women saints? Yes or no? Women not saints, no? Just go through TikTok, you'll find how many women shaking their titties and their ass. So no woman is a saint. That's number one. Second one is, these women who they're digging up these cases, they accepted money to remain hush. So you've taken money to keep quiet, right? So what's the issue? Number three is, tell me which successful big person, powerful, rich, doesn't have these sexual fetishes or addictions or this thing. He has not hurt a child or anything. An adult who he didn't rape, they had sex. So if he raped, okay, that's a different story altogether. Like even with Harvey Weinstein, yes, he was a bad guy, yes, he was a predator. But you think he forced the girls to have sex or they came willingly? I'm not saying all the girls came willingly. But the girls who came, they knew what they were up against. Gwyneth Paltrow and all these women were holding his arm, and you think they didn't know what they were doing? You didn't know. Oprah Winfrey kissed him on the cheek. You think she was not aware of the shit he was doing? Entire Hollywood was his best friend, and then they distanced themselves from him. All are fucking you think saints? No, they're all sinners. Now that comes to the last point. That is, are you a saint? You don't watch porn? You don't masturbate? You don't smoke? You don't drink? You have not gone for paid sex? Come on, man. Let's talk like grown-ups. I may not have done drugs. I may not have done alcohol. I may not have smoked cigarettes. I've definitely gone to a prostitute. I definitely had sex. I definitely masturbate. I definitely watch porn. Did I cheat on my partners? No, 100%. Why are we acting like saints here? Huh? Okay, fine. You might have not done it. And you might say, oh, just because you did it doesn't mean it. Listen, let's stop acting like who's pure. You're not pure. Nobody's pure. Nobody's a saint. We are cherry picking what we can find that is imperfect in someone, and we use that to destroy them. See what happened to Michael Jackson. Sexual allegations against children. But here's my question to you. Can we ever get another Michael Jackson? No, never. Never, never, ever. In fact, go through the videos of how Michael Jackson worked hard, how he used to practice, how he used to sing, the talent that he had, the people who knew him. Man, he was a legend. He was a god amongst us men. And they destroyed him. They killed him. It was a loss for mankind. All those critics, oh, sexual this, sexual that. Yeah, you focused on only the bad. What about the good? We'll never get another Michael Jackson. Steve Jobs, people keep bitching about his management policies. We'll never get another Steve Jobs. See, from Mozart to Charlie Chaplin, all of them had sexual fantasies. Some even Elvis, even John F. Kennedy, small underage girls, 9, 16. Charlie Chaplin, just Google search Charlie Chaplin, Elvis. Elvis liked 16-year-old girls. Kennedy liked. John F. Kennedy, the greatest orator, the president of USA, he used the Secret Service to cover up his crimes. Now, am I normalizing this? Am I saying, oh, this should be normal? I'm telling you that this is some of the traits that these people have. Should it be allowed? No, I'm not saying it shouldn't be allowed. But at the same time, we tend to focus only on the bad. Rest everything we ignore. The problem with our society today is they want a perfect human being. You have to be a scientific mind, you have to be an achiever, you have to be a legend, and you have to have all the values that cater to every human being, make you perfect, make you a saint. And that is where the woke culture comes in. You have to say the right words, right pronouns, you have to keep me happy, you shouldn't offend me, shouldn't say any jokes that are bad. Where do we draw the line? Tell me, where do we draw the line? So sadly, sad to say, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the legend, the man who revolutionized an entire industry, who created the global brand of WWE, who created all from Undertaker to Kane to Stone Cold Steve Austin to the Vince character that was there in WWE. He is the person. He built so many people's careers. He gave us the entertainment that will remain with us for ages. Sad. Sad that at 77, nearly going to be 80, I'm very sure he would want to work. I'm very sure he would want to continue doing what he was doing. Very sure. He would want to die. He's the type of guy who would want to die in the office. But the world we live in will only focus on the bad, and until they achieve their agenda, that they could destroy you, that they could crucify you, they could remove you from the position of power, even though these idiots are nothing or nobody, have nothing to their credentials, nothing to their achievement. They are nothing, but they want to make sure nobody else is anything. Why do you think I hate such individuals? Why? Yeah, disgusting, man. For me, Vince McMahon will forever be a legend in my eyes. I don't give a fuck how many girls he fucked, slept with, what he did. Mike Tyson, who raped a girl, if he can be accepted and given a second chance. Vince McMahon didn't rape anyone. He just had an affair. That also a willing participant. Okay, fine, maybe she had no choice, so let's assume that. But they took money to keep quiet, right? 1 million, 2 million, 16 million. Oh, even a whore doesn't charge that much. A prostitute charges maybe $100 for a shot. If she's slightly expensive, $1,000 for a night. Or maybe more. I don't know. What are the rates? 16 million for a pussy. 16 million. Very expensive pussy. Pussy cat. So what is the moral of the story, man? Every day. For a legend like him, instead of letting him, just let him be. The world we live in today, thanks to free internet, free social media, a cheap smartphone, free internet, they have nothing else to do other than destroy those who are up there. Because they are bored, no? What else to do? How to make life interesting? And because of this crowd and this self-righteous, fucked up, group of people, whether they are feminists or the woke or the culture or the activists, they're just taking the dumb fucking idiots for a ride and destroying true legends of our times, one by one. And now we have lost one more. It's a matter of time before he grows old and dies. And only then they'll keep quiet. Same thing they did with Michael Jackson, same thing they did with Elvis, same thing they did with Bill Clinton. There's a nice little, squirrel or something. So, I may not agree with what Bill Clinton, all his policies, but he was good for USA. But they made sure they focused only on that Lewinsky and that cigar and Kenneth Starr, you remember? So what did Lewinsky get? Nothing. What did Kenneth started? He's a nothing, he's nobody. But who did they focus on destroying? Bill Clinton. They did it. And then the world is happy. This is the world we live in today. They want you to be perfect in your achievements, perfect in your intelligence, perfect in your emotions, perfect in your behavior, perfect with the words you use, perfect with your communication, perfect with everything, your opinions. That's why I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be liked by all. I don't want to be loved by all. Fuck off. That's why I didn't make my channel or my personality or whoever. Even before all this woke and all that nonsense. I'll have a few people. I don't want yes men, but I'll have a few people, but where we can keep it real. And where I can be me. That's it. For me, Vincent Kennedy McMahon will always be a legend. Always. Being a expert in personal branding. For me, he is the ultimate personal branding strategist, guru, mentor, legend. I love that guy. And for me, he'll always be one of my role models. I don't give a fuck to all these ordinary nothing and nobodies think about him. He'll always be a legend in my eyes. And the god of WWE, the god of personal branding, creativity, and entertainment. We'll never have another Vincent Kennedy McMahon ever again. For many, many, many generations to come. Like they say, once in a lifetime. And I'll keep him in the rare company of people like Shakespeare, Napoleon, Michael Jackson, the who's who, Steve Jobs. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to share as my tribute to Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Anyway, Vince, if you're watching this, for now, your statement, no? Now, tomorrow, forever. Thank you. That's all I want to say. Put your comments and thoughts down below. Me signing off.